It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
The longtime Panther Graham Goodell has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, he, like many good running backs, loves to go to the right, and he looked really comfortable going right there.
And was aided by the deception from his QB, who dropped back first before pitching it out to the right to him. I think it allowed the blocking to get set, and that allowed for the big run, too.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd down and 3. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
from Philadelphia territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side, he finds Slayton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll let this go for the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On a man down, and it's Sanders. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, yeah, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
He'll get this out wide to Scott.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Jones now on first down, and this is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Joe. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Sack, baby.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Hurts. Open man here is Scott, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 41, Hurts. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go again with Scott. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2. That's the end of the
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got this down to the 35. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw again. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. all level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll run. It's Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either.